Good morning, the YouTubes, and are you all right? Welcome to the Velvet Kitchen, and its new home here upon the YouTubes, which is nice, and no longer the Facebooks. So this is good. Everything's pretty much the same. Let's get straight on with this. What am I going to be cooking today? Well, a lot of people, about 3, have said to me, I love a banana bread, but I'm not sure how to do it. Well, banana bread is very, very easy to do. If you can throw stuff in a bowl and turn it into clag and tip it into a tin, you can make banana bread. Here's what you're gonna need if you're gonna make it.
So to get this underway, you're going to need 2 ripe bananas, 60 grams of all-bran or equivalent, crushed. I put mine in a blender and turned it to dust. 4 tablespoons of sweetener granules, 60 milliliters of apple juice, 60 grams of self-raising flour, like Goldust at the minute, but there we are, 6 drops of vanilla essence, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of ground allspice, and 3 eggs, lightly beaten.
All right, let's get started. So, what you want to be doing is putting your bananas into a mixing bowl. Told you it was going to be really easy to do. Okay. We can all pop bananas into a mixing bowl, can't we? Yes. And don't be fussy about the bananas. Some people, oh, they've got brown bits on. Don't worry about it. Do not worry. The hard bits I take off, I always do. And then you need to mash up your banana with a fork. Take out some aggression. That's the best thing to do. Therapeutic in a way. I do love the smell of banana. One of my favourite sweets as a kid, this is going to show me age now, was banana toffos. There you go. Does that bring it back for anyone? I wonder. There we go, that's it. All mashed, lovely. Next, we add the all-bran. It's in. Or the equivalent, of course, as we know. And then we add the sweetener. Put that in there. And apple juice if you do prefer. And then, using those ingredients, you stir those well. Get them all in there together. Can you stir? Of course you can stir. Then if you can stir, you can make this. And there we go. So that's kind of stirred. What I mean kind of stirred, it's either stirred or it isn't. Because next we want to sift in the flour. We all remember how to sift, don't we? Do you remember? Yes. With our sieve. There we go, and we're in. Consider that sifted. There you go. And after that, add your vanilla essence. Now it's 5 to 6 drops of this. Don't know how you measure a drop. I know what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do like flavour. 6 drops of vanilla essence in mine. There we go. And then the baking powder and ground allspice. Okay, that's those in there. Put them in the same bowl just to save on the washing up. And then add 3 lightly whisked eggs. They go in there like that. And of course, again, to taste, some people do like a pinch of salt. And there we are. Bit of balance. That's what we like. And now, once again, we mix until this is smooth and well blended. So just keep going at this. Because of course the more you stir in it, and for those that don't know, who don't bake, you're putting air into it here, which is going to help it rise. Do you see? There's a science, but I'm sure you're aware of that. That's where my eyes glaze over when you start talking about the science of it. I'm not bothered. Just give me it. I just want to eat it. Yeah. Probably why I didn't do so well in home economics when I was at school. That and I was mortally terrified of the teacher. But yeah, that's another story altogether. Just a reminder that before I started this, I preheated my oven to gas mark 6 or 180. So that's been taken away nicely and warming up nicely. Preparation, that's what it's all about. There we go, so that's quite well blended. I think that's about as well blended as it's going to get at this particular stage. Something else I did just before we started was to prepare my wee tin that I'm going to put the mixture into. And I've had it in the fridge for the moment. All right, so I've got my cake tin, bread tin, whatever you want to call it, greaseproof paper, and I have greased the inside. Because what you find is once it's baked and you take it out and you leave it to cool, you can pull the paper away and it starts to rip away. So it tears at your bread and it rips it apart. It's very annoying, especially if it comes out really nice and you're proud of that. So this should help the paper to tear away without ripping away some of the, you know what I mean. So what's next? Well, I said if you could mix stuff in a bowl, cracking, that's good. Next thing you have to do is just tip it in a tin. And it really is this easy. It's been dead easy so far, hasn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't lie to you. There we go. We put it into the tin. Look at that. Let's get as much out of here as we possibly can. Not greed, but just we don't like waste in the Velvet Kitchen, do we? No, of course we don't. And there we are. Right, about as much in there as I'm going to get. Excellent. And so once it's in there, it's a simple matter of putting it in the oven, which, as I said earlier, I have had on preheat on level 6 for quite some time. And we leave that there for 45 minutes. 35 to 45, okay? That's your guideline. I like 45 because I like it well done. Don't know what that's... Risen quite well. Not done bad at all. So the idea is that you basically let that cool for about 10 minutes and then you remove it from the greaseproof paper once it's all nicely cooled. and then it's ready to eat. And I have to say that is as easy as it is. An hour. Just an hour. And only 15 minutes of that are you throwing stuff into a bowl, mixing it and tipping it into a tin. Then 45 minutes to cook, leaving you with a lovely loaf of banana bread. What to eat it with? Well, it's up to you really. I like to put a bit of jam on it. But the idea of it is to be a little bit healthy, so if you can stay away from the sugar-infused substances, that might be better. It is lovely with a glass of Chardonnay, though. Sat in the garden, reading a beautiful book of a summer. All right. Thank you for joining the Velvet Kitchen for the banana bread. If you like that, don't forget to click like and click subscribe here on the YouTubes so that you won't miss out on any future episodes. Wonderful. We'll see you next time. Don't forget, if you've got any ideas for any recipes, keep them to yourself.